Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to this special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
Winston now to throw on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
Peyton Barber had his best year running the football in 2018, and he was 9th in the last year in rushing attempts. The only issue, yards per carry. Total yards under 900. New head coach Bruce Arians, he believes he can improve his efficiency.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Winston. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The 5th-year quarterback, Marcus Mariota, ready to lead the Titans. Mariota still looking for his first 16-game season. He did pack on a few pounds in the offseason this year. Said he hopes to add a little durability and stay healthy throughout. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 38. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the read option, it's Mariota. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 38, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and it curls back inside for the completion.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Mariota. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down and 4. Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Second down, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught right side, Davis. That one good for 24 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. That is caught at the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Alert. Three.
Mariota again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Ryan Succop for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw, Winston. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, and he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down throw for Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down. One. 3 down. Big edge.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota and Walker with it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 1st down.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down and 4, Mariota, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Titans are going to retake the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Succop for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Watson has it right side.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. And that's complete. It's Allington. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one.
Come on, fellas.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Mariota, option left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. No. One. Check it out,
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check 9.
Mariota gives to Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go. 10.
Now Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.